Yo, there we go. Hello, America. What's up, chat? A lot of blue going on in the camera. Topher. What's up, Slime? What's up, Slimy? Chat, I'm happy to announce. Greed. uh, there's one method I can get rid of my ads, but I told y'all that it was agreed upon. Nobody wanted that, so that's on you guys now. I have good news. Other than Christ died for the sins of mankind, because that is good news. For the longest time, I thought my mic was broke. I thought I had to get a new microphone. A new mic costs 90 bones. $90. I didn't know. I thought okay, there was like $40. I was like, okay, I can, And then I realized, holy schmoly, this microphone was $90. I didn't know it was $90 until I looked it up. Thankfully, praise the Lord, it was only a cable issue. So what would happen was I'd be talking, I might move the microphone a micro whatever, and it just disconnects. Because it's also connected to my headphones, so my headphones disconnect, my microphone disconnects, and we're just gone. And that's really bad if you're playing a video game. Talking with your friends, you need to coordinate. Because I'm not even like I can say, hold on, I gotta fix my mic. I can't tell them that. I just go silent. Anywho's, we got a new cable, so you can see this little cable here. There we go. So, only cost it like $17 for two of those wires. It's a little short. That was a miscalculation on my end. But on the lug, it was like twice the price for twice as long. I was like, I don't want to get greedy. So, I'll manage. I low key shouldn't have bought. I low key should have. I should have done it, but I did. So, we'll work with it. How's everybody doing? Tough, how you doing, dude? Wow, I just got done with 15 seconds of ads. Then as soon as they were over, I got 30 seconds of ads. No way. I know that's possible in the look, unless you like refresh the page. Pocket change for me, to be honest. I know. I'm a brokey. Chat, you saw the title. I'm doing a short stream. My goal is to end within 30 minutes. I've been really inconsistent. My fault, but like whatever. So, Alex, what's up, dude? So, I thought it'd be kind of fun if I did it. Stream ends when I finish my water bottle. So hopefully I'll finish in 30 minutes. We'll see. I don't look 40. I don't look 40. I look like a 40 out of 40, if you know what I mean. Aoki Mug. Aoki Mug. Harmony Mug. Ooh! Got it, wonky eye. Loki don't know it. This camera doesn't. This camera might have it. You might tell. I don't know if I do. I think I got sunburn from my sunglasses. I always wear my sunglasses when I'm outside because aura. And Loki looks like I got two different shades here. I don't know if this is a different type of skin compared to down here. You know what I mean? I can't tell, but tell me, chat. My grandma mogs you. All grandma's mogs. Why does it say that I'm playing Among Us right now? Let's fix that. Let's fix that real quick. Yikes. Yikes. Brandon supports telling Aviv secrets. This is so not true. Chat, we're gonna get locked in. With that conversation with Will, dude. He's a people, what are we telling him? I'm really not living up to my potential. If I wanna be where I wanna be, I gotta lock in. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I knew I've been trying to, I need to really engage. Full Titan! Always making me feel scared with it, just Mr. B. Gulp. What did I do this time, dude? What's up, Full Titan? How you doing, bud? What you been up to? I'm gonna do. I thought about doing either. Either streaming it or stream. Yeah, am I gonna stream it? I don't know. Might stream a portion of it. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do yet. A lot of times when I do educational material on this platform, nobody likes it. Just nobody messes with it. And I get it. You know, Twitch, the idea is you focus on the chat and you're having a conversation with chat. Um, you know, it's a little bit more of entertainment. If I'm playing a video, of Cooper speaking, people are gonna mess with it. Somebody's gonna come in and ask about something, and I'm gonna have to pause it and talk to them, which is not bad. I enjoy that, but at the same time, it's just how would I maximize my retention of the material? You know what I'm saying? So, I want to maximize my retention. I want to take notes when I'm listening to, and if I gotta look at chat, every like 5 minutes, be like, okay, what's going on here? What are they saying? Is it gonna distract me? I don't know. So maybe we'll try it first time, and I'll try it for like a week or two, and I'd be like, this isn't working, and just not do it. So we'll see. Be strong and courageous. Truth, Nuke. No, you focus on the Lord, and where the chips fall, they fall. That's true. That is true. It's just I want to. I know for one, I hate reading. Yoshi, what is up, my slime? Let me turn on my computer, Noti. Hold on. Where am I? I forgot I even had this. Yo! Why didn't nobody hear that? Device not connected. How about that? Yoshi! What's up, Mr. 30 Print? Not much, man. What's happening with you? Went to a fancy restaurant with a bunch of old people. It was bad. The experience of the food. It's good to see your face. It's good to see your name, twin. I would say your face, but I don't know what you look like. But yeah, Slimies, that's the move. So I bought a book, and I'm gonna keep it banned. Sometimes it's hard for Mr. B to read, and I found that I quite enjoy reading to other people. It helps me engage with the material at least. So I thought I would read a portion of it, do the notes, take my notes and talk out loud and be like, okay, hey, this is interesting, me. Isn't this interesting? And then watch the corresponding. It's an hour-long video. And I know people may not mess with it, but I think I'm going to put the video on 2-speed. I watch all my videos on 2-speed. I may put it on 1.5 just because sometimes if it's like heavy material, I want to make sure I'm getting it all. People may not like it, but again, I'm gonna just do what I want to do. You know what I mean? This is Mr. B stream, and I want to make sure that I'm enjoying what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I want enough as it is. I think it has less to do about your content and more to do with people staying steadfast. Yeah. Well, I just know I want to grow in my education. You know what I mean? I want to grow my knowledge, and I thought I would just do that with doing. That's what I did with the Bible reading 1 year. I didn't intend to like have a community around it. I was just like, hey, I'm on a journey, and people can come along if they want. So that's what I was like thinking about redoing this for my own journey, being like, oh, I'm going to read through this book. I'm going to go through this and stuff like that. Amen. 3.5 speed. I've never used that feature, by the way. I don't think I've ever went above 2 speed. I just haven't found a video that I needed it. Started talking politics in the middle of a restaurant and everyone was staring. Yeah, I don't get it. Politics is a good philosophy conversation. Just because people don't know how they feel about certain stuff doesn't mean it should be shunned. People always say, you don't like. I talked about this a bunch on some of my videos. Like, what are the two things you don't talk about at Thanksgiving dinner? Politics and religion. It's like, why? Why wouldn't we talk about that stuff? Like those are like one of the most pressing issues on human life. Uh, you know, talk religion. You're like, yeah, we should talk religion. Be comfortable about what you know. You can say you don't know, guys. I don't know if you knew that, by the way. Not everything's a test. Everyone's learning. It's all our first time on this rock. You can say, hey, I don't know. That's interesting. It's like, oh, I don't know. I'm uncomfortable with that at the moment. I want to look more into that. I don't know. It's, that reminds me of this, and this is a bad idea. Or I kind of like the premise of this. What do you think about that? People, who said it? Is a wise person who can understand an idea without agreeing to it, or whatever it was. Some like Socrates stuff or like that. I don't know. People are just stupid. Can I say that? People are stupid. And it's not stupid because they don't know a lot of information. They're stupid because they can't even think of they can't even think of a hypothesis. You ever talk to somebody and you ask them like, how would you feel if you had no breakfast this morning? And they just go like, well, I did have breakfast this morning. Like, well, that wasn't the hypothetical. They can't, there is no hypothetical. You know what I mean? I'm like, you ever talk with these people? So if you can't talk politics, you gotta talk politics. Politics are cool. You might not be as interested as some other people, but it's a cool concept. Sounds like I could just care less. Like, oh, they're just hearing us got passes. Like, dude, if it doesn't affect me in my my day to day, I could care less. But I know that's not virtuous. I want a virtue max. If it don't sound like an Animal Crossing people, if it don't sound like Animal Crossing people yapping, are we even listening? Yoshi, I know exactly what you're talking about. You and Jeremiah can do the fast talking. I cannot. Now, the 2x speed is just enough. As soon as it hits, because I know, like, around with my family, they're like, how do you listen to that? And I'm like, It's like, I don't know how you guys listen to 1 speed. I'm like, you know what I mean? I can't go that slow. I'm sure people talking about politics is fire and religion. It's good stuff. We got to get comfortable with it. Simple as that. Because it's not going to go away. You know what I mean? Gosh, you're such a chud. Ban that guy. What's up, Jax? How you doing, bud? Ike Shooter. What's up, dude? So people are stupid. Gas. But yeah, man. People are stupid. Can you talk conspiracy theory? Yeah. Conspiracy theories, that's a fun one. Whatchamacallit? What was I going to say? How's everybody doing? And what did y'all have for lunch? Okay. That's what I'll say. What did y'all have for lunch and dinner? Because of time zones. For time zones. Bro, my grandma told my dad that Trump, Putin, and Kim Jong are working together for world peace. I'll give you Putin. I don't think so. But Kimmy, bruh. Kimster, bro, Rocket Man. Bro's low-key an op. Everyone hates that guy. Pretty sure everyone hates that guy. I guess they're all working for, world peace in some way. I don't think they're working together. Guess what I picked up today? A heat press. A heat press? Is this for shirts? You said heat press, my mind goes panini maker. Oh, heck yeah, dude. You're gonna do some like vinyl stuff? Oh yeah. What's the first thing you want to make with that if you already made it? What's the first thing you're making with that? I also got some video ideas I want to put out, except that I'm low-key a chud and I just never had the energy, or I feel like I'm just like not educated enough to even begin to put a commentary out there. So it's like I better not. But at the same time, there are more questions and to get people thinking. So that's my justification for it. at the same time, it's just like I know nobody's really gonna watch this, so, so it's like why should I even bother? Uh, but I want to. That's what I want to do. I want to get people thinking, dude. I want to look have like this library that people are able to kind of like think. I like thinking. Anyways, want to make some shirts, maybe some bags. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, can you give me a Trinity analogy? So I love Jax's joke, dude. So the thing is scrambled eggs. um, for you know, I'm gonna send you to the Nicene Creed as the best explanation of the Trinity we have, because the Trinity is something beyond our universe, which means our brains will not be able to understand it perfectly. No analogy can perfectly describe how the Trinity works. We have to be careful not to make heresy. Three persons, one God, now and forever. Amen. Me when I analogy max and committed ancient heresy. It's like a foreign concept in this day and age to think. I know, right? I want to do a logo collage, kind of like a sponsor sports shirt. Okay, word. Vanity Max putting your own logo on your shirt. You got to. It's cool. It's cool. That's what this is, dude. This is all logo. It's all logos. We all love it. Have an adventure. Okay, but hey, send pictures of that. I want to see that, man. I want to see that. How you doing the vinyl? You got like a Cricut? You're cutting the things out. I know, Toby. I know. I've heard egg. A fork. I don't think I've heard the fork one. I think I've heard apple. The egg one's big. Egg and water, I think, are probably the most dominant. There's always that one girl who said, "Yeah, I know, I know." Can y'all hear me playing with this Velcro? It's probably really annoying. Yeah, it's pretty annoying. I don't care. I don't care. Yeah. I haven't heard it. It's probably just the same thing as the Shamrock. It's probably just a modern Shamrock. Like, and this is the same thing when it goes to like Jeremiah will tell you. Analogies have their strengths to a point. You can use an analogy insofar that you don't say this is it. You know what I mean? You can say like in the same way or something like that. That's how I've heard it understood. It's just better not to because someone's gonna get the wrong idea and taking it around with it. You know what I mean? It is my fault. I was honestly trying to get a laser machine, but the upkeep of a strong one. I never knew about how much upkeep it needed. I was more worried about the fumes and just the fact it's a laser. You know what I mean? Like a laser. That's a little scary. Something hurts if you say that three prongs make up the fork. I don't know that the analogy, so I'm not gonna address it. We're getting close to the end, folks. We're getting close. I got a few banger ideas, I'll be honest. And I wanna the fork heresy. And the fork heresy and the big 2-6. I want to prepare a little bit before I even. I know it's more like my videos are more commentary, but I think I want to prepare a little bit more. I like to share with the class something. I'd like to share with the class. I'm trying to put together some like business ethics stuff. Because I like to run a business, and ethics are pretty cool. So I'm trying to put some stuff together. There's some interesting concepts. Um, and then I'll eventually make like a dissertation type of deal against utilitarianism. Well, okay, it's I feel like that thing is affecting everywhere. I think it's subtle, but that thing, yeek. Yeah, I think that stuff is incredible, like increasing like crazy, subtly, subtle. Um, so that's my goal, and you know, pragmatism. I'm gonna keep it a band. I don't even know. Um, I think if pragmatism means how you approach your problem solving and decision making that evaluates ideas, action, beliefs, doesn't project. No, unless you're saying utilitarianism suggests that everything needs to have a strict purpose, and if it doesn't achieve this purpose, it is useless. Um, to maximize efficiency, profit, and happiness. That's like probably the worst explanations I've ever had. It looks like pragmatism is arguing for just like how you actually use this stuff. They might be similar. They might be like cousins. You know what I mean? Um, one of the parts would be like boy, I say is a good example. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna put something together. It's gonna take a while. It's gonna be a living thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna work on it a bunch. Um, cause I'll yap about it real quick. I'll do a little excerpt. If anybody here does right ethics and business, do those even go together nowadays? Tell me about it. Um, and I think that's because of utilitarianism. I'm telling you, dude. Have a teach a whole course for free. I know, right? So if anybody's played a video game in the Big 2-6, what is it always? Microtransaction. 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 Get the battle pass. Get the battle pass. I don't want the battle pass. Um, Utilitarian would say it would be moral to tomorrow. It would be moral to 200 pump a kid. Oh my god, this shit reduce their suffering. That is true. That is their belief. It's gonna be about a living thing. Just, I mean, I'm gonna edit mine. You know what I mean? I want to edit mine as time goes on. That's what I meant. Um, I bought Rhythm Heaven. It is. I bought Rhythm Heaven. It has no battle pass. What are you talking about? That's true. Heaven has no battle pass. Um, and I think Lucky Palmer was the one who actually coined this, but it's more of a extraction. How much can I extract from the user until they won't pay anymore? That's what it feels like to me. I've heard some of my friends, they feel the same way. And I think this is all because of utilitarianism. How can I maximize my profit? How can I make the most value for shareholders? And how can I get the most users uh, with the lowest maintenance cost for the most amount of money? The Disney Park effect, exactly. Um, and that isn't to say some things can't be luxurious. They can. That's not a problem. That's not the issue. But the reason some things are luxurious are for like pretty good reasons. Um, Exotic materials, the craftsmanship, stuff like that. But when everything becomes a microtransaction, where's the real value coming from? It's in my Obsidian. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I think it was Augustine. It was either Augustine or Aquinas who yapped about just price. And there's like some Latin word. Or if it was Latin, it was probably I don't know what it was. But the idea is that a business transaction is not merely fair because both parties agree to it, which is a really weird concept. You would think if both parties agree to it, it's fair. However, this might have been Luther actually. This might have been Luther actually. Somebody talked about this. I got to look it up. No. It was Aquinas. Okay. My fault. Gulp. So, anyways, something, just because a trade happens doesn't mean it was fair, which is really weird because you would think it would be because both parties agreed to it. But let's just say there's a really bad snowstorm and I take advantage of people by marketing my shovels for 500% because they need it now. So I can make a lot of money off of them. I guess I want to say, hey, that's an unfair thing. That's not just. Even though, they're making that trade, that's an unjust thing to do. But in a utilitarian, worldview, it's perfectly fine. Is it? Is it? So that's the whole concept and stuff like that. Just price, willing the good of the neighbor. Luther was pretty big on that, especially with considering vocation. And Augustine, was it Augustine? Yeah, it was. So Augustine talked about things to be used and things to be enjoyed. God would have to be the only thing that can be considered enjoyed in its truest form. And there's certain nuances when you're doing philosophy, because it's like when he means enjoyed, he doesn't mean like you're allowed to like enjoy it. You know what I mean? Like you can like find pleasure in something, but by its pure sense, enjoy. You can only enjoy God. That people, instead of, I should probably just read a quote instead of trying to make it from memory. People have started enjoying things instead of using things to enjoy God. Does that make sense? So basically, I think that mostly aligns to Solomon with Ecclesiastes, right? There's a things in the world, and then there's God. Instead of in the beginning, it was like, oh, I want to find those little things, and that will make me happy. Augustine's like, no, dude, you gotta enjoy God. You're allowed to use the things, but only means to enjoy God. That kind of idea. That's such a horrible explanation. This is why I gotta write it. Can I get the Mr. B battle pass? Call suds and you gotta hit the 10 streak. True. Stream streak. Super Sundays to take notes. Yeah, exactly. Shove up people into the Holy and Apostolic Eastern Orthodox Church. What's up, Jeremy? How you doing, bud? Hey, can you take the hat off, please? A company on the hat uses child labor to increase profit. This is not true. Actually, I know the bloke. His name was Limitless Embroidery. That's actually his business card. Right here, I talked to him. True. It is you. So saying that they have kids operate 3D printers, they're having multiple deaths. This is so not true. God gave freely, but was there a catch? We're almost done. So, again, the idea. So why is this even an issue? I think if you look at culture as a whole, everybody think about the 2010s real quick. 2000s to 2010s. You cannot tell me that's the same culture as we have now. There was way more human flourishing, I think, in the 2000s to 2010s. Why? Because the whole idea that life is just about trying to make enough money is so preposterous. And I feel like that's what we've really got now. You know what I'm saying? In the 2010s, 2000s, there was so much more aesthetics to life. There was so much like more hope. Think about the technology and the designs of this technology. Think of the adverts. You know what I mean? There was more story involved. There was so much more into it. And today, what do we got? Um, you know, I think anyone like Walmart's on 24/7 anymore. Just took away the aquariums in Walmart. That's what radicalized me. Oh, anyways. Think about actually I'm serious about this. Um Look at fast food chains and their buildings. Anyone ever notice, Popeyes don't look the way Popeyes used to look like? McDonald's doesn't have the fun roof anymore. Taco Bell looks way too modern. Why do you think that happened? Does anybody know? They're not trying to look modern. They're not just trying to, appease the new generation. It's because if their business goes under, they want to be able to sell it as fast as possible. So it has to have the most minimum reconstruction costs as possible. It's really difficult to tear down, or if a Pizza Hut buys out a McDonald's, then they have to, all that stuff. They have to switch the whole brand, but they don't want to do that, and that's what I'm talking about. And that idea of, well, instead we'll just do this to to minimize expenses and stuff like that. That's how we get the loss of our culture, um, because the whole goal is that we are uh, we're chasing money instead of trying to really um, pursue human flourishing. At what costs? At what costs? Think about it. Think about that. Think about the architecture. Think about all these different things about why are they the way they are. I think you'd be surprised, and you might, and then hopefully after my dissertation or whatever, y'all will agree. There's something going on with um there's some slimy stuff going on with utilitarianism. It's subtle. We didn't notice it, and I think it's really bad news. Um, I don't like it. Think about subscriptions. Like, what's the whole idea about subscriptions? It's too much going on. Before it was like a good convenience thing, and now like it's this like exclusive thing. Like, think about that. Is that willing the good of the other, the way they're doing it? You know what I mean? I gotta get subscription models, but sometimes you got to question and be like, hey, what's going on here? This is a little fishy. It's a little fishy. And what was really bad? Let me just one more little rant, micro rant. Um, what's really bad is when you have a monopoly like that. Uh, Competition makes it there's really the barrier to entry is really high. So before you could make a company and rival it, and that's the idea behind the invisible hand. I'm very laissez faire, like that's good in principle. Um, but when you have monopolies, that's cheating. You're cheating. I mean, you break the system. Um, so there has to be something done with that. I don't know how to work with that, but that also has to be mentioned. Why you can't just you know compete. There's so many legal stuff. It's ridiculous. And here's something fun, and I encourage y'all as well. We can live however we want. If we don't like how this system works or that system works, we can actually do something about it. That's so cool. We can do that. Get the right people, get the right ideas, and you can make change happen, man. And that's what I want to do. You know what I mean? I want to say, hey, I think this era we're living in low key sucks. Let's bring back the aesthetics of, uh, think about the mall. The mall was the place to be, and now you don't go to the mall. You know what I mean? What's going on? It's world satanic. Anyways, did you guys see Jay's video proving sola scripture wrong? No, finally, it's glad it's finally said it. I'll watch. I think it was 30 minutes. I low key, Jay Dyer's off the rails. He's off the rails. Anything he says is low key like, I don't care. I don't think he reflects Christ, and yeah, he's low key very uncharitable. JJ the Jet plane. Nominalism is what happened. I watched Cooper's video against that, and apparently he was just low key capping in some parts of it. Because about this work ethic made the restaurant into a regular prism, rectangular prism. Is that it? They're rebuilding my McDonald's and they're moving the play place. What have we become? What have we become? I want to own an OG Pizza Hut building, right? And what was the idea behind the OG Pizza Hut? It was nostalgic. There was elements to it, and we lost it. Why? Think about it. I appreciate Yoshi. It's gonna be a while because I want to collect. You know, I'm still doing other stuff. I want to collect more ideas, synthesize. You know, feel that goes to Iceland, provide, break community unity. Could be true. Can we unsubscribe to tags as an electricity bill? Yeah, right. Well, that's the thing. Like how does one even get the? How do you compete to be an electricity company? You know what I'm saying? How do you compete with the electricity? And that's why, you know, these questions have to be raised. You know, how do you even do that? And taxes, that's gonna more the political realm. You know, compare. I don't think anyone in the government does electric, right? Yeah, we got to go nuclear, folks. Electricity. Doesn't matter. I've lost all credibility or loss. Nuclear power and the big 2-6. Let's do it. And if you think nuclear is unsafe, it's because you've been brainwashed by propaganda, by big oil. I will die on that hill. Nuclear is better, it is safer, and it is way cooler as well. This is somehow ties into Jay Dyer's background analysis. Is it true? Hurry up, chat, end stream. I'm about to end stream. I'm almost about to end my water. It's like 2 swigs. You promote to do that? Not in that way. You sound too communist. Are you sure you are a true American? Dude, I love the private market. I love nothing more than the private market, the private sector. I love laissez-faire. You know, not full. You can never go full laissez-faire. Nobody actually believes in that, by the way. If you're a capitalist, I love capitalism. I love the idea. Don't tell me what to do with my money. That's the ethic. That's where it comes from. Don't tell me what to do with my money. If I want to buy on this or that, I should have the right to. But of course, no one's a true laissez-faire. So there should always be regulations. The government should always be involved in, you know, those types of matters. But yeah. You can say Jay's off the res, but I bet you can't refute the points he makes in that 30-minute video. I'll check. Virtue sitting on his side. I'll check. Maybe we have. There's no. I doubt that a 30-minute video disproves, 500 years of the Protestant Reformation. It's like, oh, okay, but Jay did it. Okay, you know what I mean? Maybe we have to have a way for the federal government to decide it unconstitutional to prevent people from going off grid, such disconnected from the grid. I agree with the point that Jay could speak more gently. Dude, he's a chud. And tax. Yeah, this is good. Let me see if I can share my screen. And taxes, that's gonna more the political realm. You know, compare. I don't think anyone in the government does electric, right? Yeah. We got to go nuclear, folks. Electricity. Doesn't matter. I've lost all credibility or a loss. Nuclear power and the big 2-6. Let's do it. And if you chat, that's empty. You know what that means? We say our farewells, and we wait out to our brother or sister in Christ. Maybe we'll start doing that. Maybe that's how I start streaming again. Stream until I finish my water bottle. That might be the tech. From the ring to the dean to the zoom to the earl, I sing that's my creed. Always drive on my feet. Anyways, let's see if we can raid out to a brother or sister in Christ and be a blessing. I hope my Gap Fest was somewhat entertaining. I enjoy seeing y'all's names. Gotta stream more frequently. Who is that? Why is there VTubers on my screen? Who am I trying to raid to, bruh? Who am I trying to raid to, bruh? God bless me. Who am I trying to raid to, bruh? Dude, everybody and their mom's on tonight. What was I doing streaming? Oh, this guy's gonna hop off for the night. We got time. We got time. Dude, I have no idea what that's even referencing. I never understood this joke. I just read out to my brother in Christ. Y'all been awesome. Thank you guys for the vibes, for the laughs. I love you guys, dude. I love you guys. Thank for his fire and cannons causing so much ash to rain down from the sky. That stuff is crazy. Yeah, I saw stuff like that, man. That's cray. That's cray. Love you guys. Topher, Jeremy, Yoshi, Alex. I think Ike was here too. Full Titan. Anybody else is just lurking. I'll smell y'all later. Later, stinky. That didn't even work. Wow.